Welcome back to Guppy Central. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to discuss how you grow your guppy fry fast, along with some other breeding tips that will help you in your endeavour to grow beautiful guppies. So the first one I want to discuss today is a sponge filter. And now the reason you want to use sponge filters in your breeding program for guppies is they produce microorganisms for the fish to feed on. So as you can see there, look, there's some guppies and they're nibbling away at microorganisms on this sponge filter. Another great reason for having sponge filters is it's a low flow filter, so there won't be any guppies getting blown around the tank. As you can see, they're all just swimming very peacefully, very relaxed. This reduces the stress and improves their health. If you have a high flow in your tank, you are more likely to have guppies stressed, and that also has a knock-on effect on their health. Another great reason for a sponge filter is obviously the introduction of oxygen, and this oxygen gets pushed through the Eheim air pump that I have through here and up onto the surface, and while it's going up to the surface, it will, when it reaches the surface, release toxins that are in the water, and it will also, once the bubbles burst, will introduce oxygen back into the tank, improving the oxygen content of the water. Now, why would you want to increase the oxygen content of the water? Well, the reason is that guppies require, or all fish require, additional oxygen to improve growth. If they have a lack of oxygen in the water, they will not grow as quickly as when there is more oxygen in the water. So you need to increase your oxygen content to ensure that the guppies have sufficient oxygen to grow, especially when it's, packed with lots of guppies. There's probably about 50 in here, and this is about 60 liters, so almost one for every liter. They're not all full size, so that helps. Okay, the next topic that we're going to touch on is lava rock. Lava rock will improve the amount of beneficial bacteria, and the main reason is it's highly porous. So the holes that you see in the lava rock are very dense. This allows for non-oxygen based bacteria such as anaerobic bacteria to find surfaces to live on and repopulate in a confined space. And anaerobic bacteria are excellent at breaking down ammonia, nitrate, which improves the water quality for the fish. So if you're improving water quality, this is a really simple, cheap way. Now, it takes months for the anaerobic bacteria to formulate or grow, for a colony to be established. But once it's established, it's pretty impossible to kill it. And that's great, because if there's a problem with your aerobic bacteria, which live in the sponge filter that requires oxygen, let's say there's a power cut, let's say you put medication in the water that is bad for bacteria, the ones that are burrowed away in the lava rock will survive much better than the ones that are in the sponge filter. Okay, the next topic, really simple one and an obvious one, is live food. Now, I don't feed mine live food because I don't have the time to prepare live food and to look after the live food, so I don't do it. But if you're a hobbyist, you have one tank, you maybe have 2 tanks, and it's a hobby for you, and you want to see some great results, you do everything that I've said so far, but you also include live food. Now, what live food should you include? I would go with microworms. So get a microworm culture and also a baby brine setup, a breeding setup. I have a video on that on the YouTube channel, so you can check that out after this one. But using both of those will greatly enhance the growth, because there are enzymes that are produced when they're alive, especially baby brine shrimp. Just as they're born, they're these highly nutritious enzymes that are absorbed by the guppies that improves their chances of growing. And that's all really I have on live food, because live food is a simple one and it's straightforward. The next important tip is to change your water. It seems simple, seems straightforward, and it is. So it's 20% to 30% twice a week. And the reason you do it is it removes nitrates, it removes growth inhibiting hormones, or any potential growth inhibiting hormones. Hasn't been backed by science yet, but that's what people believe. And it improves the oxygen levels in the tank. So introducing new water will improve your oxygen levels, and again, oxygen levels improve the chances of your fish growing fast. Okay, so the final tip, and you've guessed it, it's a dry food. And the reason you want a good, stable, high quality dry food is you want a high protein content, and the baby fish food like Guppy Central has a 65% protein level, which is higher than baby brine shrimp, it's higher than microworms, so by 15%. So you are going to get a much higher protein content out of dry food. Obviously live food is better because you lose certain benefits when something dies compared to eating it live. It's an excellent color enhancer. So I mean, the results speak for themselves. I've noticed a massive difference in reds, oranges and blues. I'm working on yellow, and then obviously I'll add it to the fish food once I figure that one out. But for the moment, you're going to see a massive improvement in oranges, a massive improvement in reds, and a massive improvement in blue. So that's the reason why I would buy Guppy Central Fish Food. You're going to have colour improvement that you're not going to find anywhere else, in all in one packet. It's got a ridiculously high protein content, highest on the market, and small fry to large growing adults will eat it and happily eat it. They'll munch on it all day, and you'll get them nice and fat and plump so that they can continue to grow. Okay, that wraps it up for today. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. It's free, it helps me, and you get the benefit of looking at all of these beautiful gups and future aquascaping videos, because I do love my aquascaping. Alright, keep your fish central, and I shall see you on the next one.